Hello, welcome back everyone. Is this true the game is coming to mobile platforms? In a manner of speaking, yes. I don't know if it's exactly this game or just some variation of it. I saw a video of Mr. Happy, I think, playing some FF11 mobile game.
What am I getting hit by? Something dangerous, it seems like.
That cat over there.
Stupid cats.
Fortunately, they both respawned.
Oh, hello. I'm gonna die. Alright, that was dangerous, but I'm okay now.
January 26th is a 3DS game based off of it? 11? Really? I haven't heard anything about that.
What do you mean Final Fantasy Explorers? That's what comes out in...
FF Explorers, yes, but...
Yeah, this guy is wrecking.
All of our healers are out of MP.
Not me, but... I need your tank to attack this other cat for a second. Otherwise, I'll just have to be killing myself.
I can grab the other one there if you want. This cat's taking a while to die this time around.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Let's try a Raging Fist. Alright, Satana says that they can give us some fossilized bones, so that makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
But hey, now our viewers got to learn. Oh, I have FF Explorers pre-ordered. I didn't think FF11 was the basis behind that game. I just thought that was the game they were coming out with to compete with like Monster Hunter. I'm very excited about FF Explorers.
Oops, pull back her back. I'm too strong. The healing is too strong.
don't even think we've gotten one bone yet. No, we haven't. It's rude.
So I'm gonna get my revenge on this mob.
Hey, don't get me wrong, CJ. I'm not saying that that you're wrong or anything like that. I just haven't heard that myself. That's interesting, and it kind of makes sense, I guess. I'm very excited. I'll have to get your friend code or something for your 3DS. I want as many people to play with as possible. Silly wants it too. In fact,
Yeah.
he's getting it.
That's true.
Hi, Codiddy 101. Yes. After playing this with Silly for the past few months, it is definitely something that I regret not playing more of when I was younger. I'm enjoying this game immensely. CJ, if you can message me it, I will
now.
take it. Okay, let's item
Get out of here.
warp ring. If you can just message me it, I'll add you and I will send you mine.
Yeah. So will I. Uh-oh. Fuck! This asshole hit me. Oh good, he's hitting like Kapipi or something.
Huh.
Come on. Yeah. Excellent.
That worked out. All right.
Whew.
Sitting me
Alright.
for like 200. Okay, so let's go find Lady Satana. Lady Satana, do you want to meet us at the NPC?
Which NPC?
He's in Bastok Markets.
Okay.
Okay, I'll find which one we should go to. Four.
Okay.
Silly and I currently play 14, FF14.
Yeah.
I think they will too, CJ.
Well, I'm very familiar with Bastock Markets. I came here 1,000 times every day to try and get my dancer gear finished. It's not ready yet. Shut up. Alright,
Lady Satana's waiting down there. It looks like they're DCing though.
down is what direction?
Where Mearo'd is.
Okay. Markers. Mearo'd. Oh, I see. Okay. I only recently learned how to properly use the markers in the way that you're supposed to. I didn't really understand how to manipulate them before to get it to show you, but now I do.
Yes. Lady Satana DC'd.
Ta-da! I'll get my DS out of my backpack and do the same.
I've been
I've
playing
been
a lot
wanting
of Tales of the Abyss lately.
I've been wanting to play my DS, but the only time I have really to play it is when you're streaming, so I just watched your stream instead because I don't want to I mean, I guess I could grind in Bravely Default, but I don't like grinding because I don't want to trivialize the game that I'm playing. I mean, at the time, maybe.
Silly. Go ahead and grind.
But then it's too easy.
You're gonna find out that game has some fights that no amount of grinding is going to help you with. Some fights are entirely strategy.
Yeah, but my strategy is flawless because I use Valkyrie.
Okay, so there's this boss fight in it. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but I was level 90 and it was crushing me within 4 seconds at least. Like, the first round, they just destroy you. I was like,
Let me see
what
if
the
I'm
fuck?
your face right now.
Extreme Bododin? I don't think I played that one.
I turned on my Nintendo DS and it's doesn't want to turn on. I mean, it's sort of like I can see that it's the blue light is on, but nothing is happening. Uh-oh.
Okay, so I have 3 fossilized bones. Silly, I'll give you 1.
Okay. And that's all I need.
Yeah. Just select me and hit trade as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whoop, whoop.
The last Dragon Ball Z game I played was Xenoverse, and I loved it. Okay, so now you gotta... you may have to go talk to Matt in Mearo'd Garden, but talk to this guy first.
Okay, let's see if I don't know what's going on with my DS. I'm kind of worried that it's broken or something.
Oh, that's not good. Why is it crashing? Tell it not to. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, I got the Mearo'd tail. I don't know why my DS is like doing this.
Is it being rude?
The blue light is coming on, but it's not starting.
That's not good.
Blue light comes on. Someone says,
You still play Xenoverse? What system do you have it for, CJ? Alright, silly. 100 Fist is almost off cooldown.
alright.
Let's head to Kubai Arena.
We have to like go to the place specifically if we want to do it together? Is that how it works?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I completely agree with you, Codiddy. Like I said, Silly and I currently play FF14 as our main MMO. Okay, I got it on PS4.
What is... I have to tab out to see. Xbox One? What even is that? Just kidding. Alright, how are we gonna get there?
We're gonna teleport to... Forgandi? Yeah, Forgandi. 1.1. Okay, I already stepped into the area, I guess. Or I stepped out.
Oh. Yeah, me too. Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm in the area. Okay, Kubai Arena. So I have 6 seconds left on 100 Fists.
Okay. Do I see you yet? No.
I see you. Okay, so we're gonna go in here and we're gonna select... Oh, wait, hang on. We don't have our
What?
Soul's Gem clasp yet. We need to go talk to the Moogle. Yeah.
Okay. We can probably warp ring by now, maybe.
We could, but there's no point. There's a crystal right out here.
Oh, okay. Actually, I can't, so...
We play on Behemoth, Codiddy. Trying to get out of here, and this guy's NPCs are all blocking me. So, okay, no. Okay, the crystal's behind him. Okay.
Oh, oops. Let me in.
Travel to another home point. We're going to Mearo'd Gardens. What server do you play on, Codiddy? Home point 1. Mearo'd Gardens. We'll be right back here, guys. It'll take just a few moments.
PS3 was... Yeah, it wasn't entire... I think it was... No, maybe it wasn't backward compatible. I don't remember. But PS4 is like even worse in that respect. But
Leviathan? I don't think I've met anybody that plays on Leviathan before.
that's interesting. I don't remember why I picked Behemoth initially. I think I just knew some people who were playing on it, and that's why I went there.
Yeah, that's why I went there, because you told me you knew people that played on there, and then you said you'd play there, and then you didn't.
I did. Well, sort of.
Okay, so I think we talked to the Moogle here.
Okay.
Kupo-po-po! Those bumps and bruises don't tell me you failed, Mearo. Don't get too down with and discouraged. Atori Totori is a formidable foe after all. Fortunately, he supplied me with soul gem class to spare. However, I fear I can't offer them for free. Atori Totori may be promised to exact a payment of 1 merit point or 5 high kindred crests. He says it's part and parcel to your training, Kupo. Well, you already possess 1 merit point, you say? Would you like to use it right away? No. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here, Kupo. No.
Trade him the high crests, right?
I think so.
5, he said. Okay, splendid, and the deal is done. Will I be heading straight to the showdown? Nowhere yet.
Deal is done, Kupo. As promised, here's a spare soul gem clip. We'll be heading straight to the... Yes, Kubai Arena. It was nice knowing you, Kupo.
Fuck, you went right there?
Yeah.
I said no.
Why wouldn't I?
Because last time, I guess weren't in a party back then, so...
I will wait for you here. Hello, silly. Alright. Let's give this another shot. Hopefully we don't die immediately.
Alright, I gotta find this weapon in this thing in my inventory before me.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
You don't find it in your inventory, silly, when you hit enter on the boss there in your normal thing. Just go down to items. It only has like very select few items you can use.
Oh, okay. That's easier then. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Splendid! I knew you would disappoint, Arumi, silly. Now it's time you fulfilled our contract as a magical girl. Whoa, he jumped really high. I didn't see that the first time.
Okay, so we're going to summon our trusts. We're gonna get Valnero. We're gonna bring in Korumoro, and what other DPS should we bring, silly?
I don't know. What's a good physical DPS that's like not someone who just wants to open skill chains all the time? Although that's not bad, actually. It'd be easier if she did that.
Ayame?
Maybe Ayame would be good.
Okay,
Because she
bring
can open
Ayame.
them for you, and I don't have to.
Some dungeons are, some aren't. The Burning Circle stuff is. Okay. And before we move on, I think we have 5 people or 6 people. 5? Maybe we can summon one more?
We should be able to summon one more.
Okay.
I don't know who though.
Let's go with Shantotto too.
Sure.
Super Saiyan Shantotto. Alright, now I would like to use an ability here before we run in.
What's that?
When I pull him, he might hit me, and I'll just counter it immediately.
So what made you choose Valinara over Treon?
People are just saying he's better. And he does more damage, I guess. Okay, so do you want to use yours first?
My what?
Okay, I'll use my rare tail first.
Yeah, use yours first.
There you go, he's frozen. So I'm gonna use all my buffs here, and then I'm gonna 100 Fist.
Okay. There you go. That's a lot of buffs. Might run out of the window.
No, it's 90 seconds. So.
No, I mean like for the skill chain.
Oh, I don't have any NFTP yet.
Oh, okay. We know when he's back. How can you tell? I guess he starts attacking.
It starts moving, yeah.
Okay.
Just be ready to use it. See how on your item list bar there you get switch target magic abilities. I use go into items when he's off.
Okay, I will.
Open it now. Actually, she just did.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we're gonna destroy him.
Get ready to use your other tail, though. He's going to be coming out soon.
Okay.
There he
I'll
is.
just sit. Yeah, use it?
Yeah, use it.
Okay. Did it work?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now I want to attack him.
Yeah! Victory this time,
We did
bitch!
I used Wild Flourish on myself, and then I used my Ternary Flourish thing, and then I used Restoration with like 3000 TP.
Oh, there we go.
Amazing. Alright.
Soldium disintegrates before your eyes.
Wow. Phew! You're not such a pushover after all. I almost broke a sweat. You still haven't realized? The Atori Totori you defeated was merely a part of me. Specifically speaking, my shadow. To splitteroo it from my physical body, I borrowed the energy of your little soul gem, you see? No small task, I'll have you know. I might need a nap after this one. But hey, you got your training, and I got my first decent workout in years. Everybody wins, right, Aru? That soul gem class acts as a catalyst of sorts to bring my shadow to the fore. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. What's that? You want to fight me for real, you say? Trust me, silly, you're better off quitting while you're ahead. Of course, no one knows. Work your butter off for the next few centuries or so, and you might just have the faintest chance of maybe possibly, if ever improbably, giving me a run for my kill. But that's a challenge for another day. And with that, I'm off. Tataru!
Thank you, Codiddy.
And don't forget, silly, our contract is still in effect.
There we go.
He's gonna try to take my powers and use
Well,
them
are
to
we now?
destroy the world. My level restriction effect wears off. Ah,
Oh, we're
so
in
if
the
someone
upper
came to help
stands.
you and they were... What?
We're in the
Oh,
upper
hey.
stands.
I didn't even know this existed.
Neither did I.
That's kind of cool. I'll take a picture up there.
It's a good idea. Let me come back.
You want to come and look out this way, like next to me or something?
Yeah. Oh no, get out of the way. No one
Excellent.
else gonna watch with us.
Picture. All right.
Cool.
Did it.
Alright. So we'll be making like a photo bucket or image gear account just so we can post all the pictures and stuff that we take while streaming.
Yeah. My PlayStation is like stuck in sleep mode, I think, is the problem.
Okay.
Not my PlayStation, my DS.
Let us use our items. They have not loaded up for me yet.
Yeah, me either.
Warp ring!
Use.
Actually got a scroll of instant warp apparently as well. Well, it took a little bit of effort there, but that last one was fun. We beat it. And next week when we stream, we will be at level 99. I'll meet you up by the Nomad Moogle, okay?
Okay. Yes, I got your code, but I have to make my
Yes, I got
DS
it.
work. So I have to like save your code somewhere and then try to figure out how to make my DS work again because apparently it's not working.
I'll add you and send you my code once we're done our stream, okay? I think I have to find a save point in Tales of the Abyss before I switch out of it, just in case. Alright, I'll wait for Silly here. There he is. I see him running over.
Alright, Nomad Moogle.
Alright, let's talk to the Nomad Moogle. Kupo! Oh, have we met, Kupo? Wait, could it be? Mearo'd? You've done it! You've truly done it! Oh, Mearo'd, I knew all along that if anyone could wipe the smirk off that self-satisfied terrorist's face, it would be you. Though I must confess curiosity as to the conditions of that contract you signed, Kupo. If you must know. It involves being woken up at the crack of dawn for sparring matches after doing 100 push-ups on your knuckles, eating all the rare tails delivered to the Tenshoto from one Atori Tutori's acquaintances, wrangling herds of wild sheep and counting them one by one whenever he can't sleep, and much, much worse. Sends a shiver through these old bones just thinking about it. Egads, Kupo! That is the most appalling arrangement indeed. Wait a minute. How is it that you're privy to all those particulars, Matt? Rumors, that's all. When you've been around as long as I have, you hear a thing or two. Anyway, enough talk. My daily training regimen calls. Why is he limping?
Because he's old?
Come now, Mearo'd. It's no time for slumping shoulders and sunk spirits. After all, I'm sure it is all part of your training. Keep it up and you'll be positively pulsating with power in no time flat.
You were right, old friend. I never thought Arushi'd come this far.
That's my Mearo'd. In all the time I've known her, I've never once known her to back down from a challenge. Why, when I think back to the days when she was still a rookie with more ambition and sense, it's odd, it seems to be some water in my eyes.
Save those tears, Matt. While Silly's achievements are admirable indeed, those adventurers who strive to reach the pinnacle of their powers remain few and far between. We must not ease up on them, for it is in their hands that the fate of our vanity lies.
Your level limit is now 99. There we go.
Alright. Give me one moment here. I'm gonna close my door. Alright.
So, the next thing on the
Now
agenda
what?
for today is we are going to Southern Sandoria to talk to the king and finish up that quest we didn't finish last week.
Alright.
Dark Wolf. Or Dark X Wolf X. I'm just going to call you Dark Wolf. 4 times. Did you lose 3 times and win on the 4th, or did you just enjoy fighting him so much you went back to fight him? Alright. To Northern Sandoria, home point 2, silly. I'll meet you inside the castle. Chateau d'Orgy. I see Halver. He's just standing there being an asshole.
That's what he does.
And now I see Silly.
That's right. I keep trying to run by holding down my first and third mouse button.
So now we click on the door. It's a great hall. Matt and I would go out drinking. Hey, look, it's Puge.
Puge, my friend.
That's you.
That's right. Let's wait for his dialogue to pop up. Ah, Silly. I have already read through Colton Point's report. The fact that Rochefron's body has not turned up troubles me, however. I must commend you on your efforts in disabling the elemental barrier. As for the remaining details of what happened,
Remaining
do we pick?
details. I said remaining details.
Okay, remaining details. Do not mock me, silly. You know quite well what I'm speaking of. The existence of this Cadavre de Corneille must remain a national secret. If news of this organization were to spread to the ears of the other nations, the consequences would be grave. And with our father as ill as he is,
Our father is feeling much better now. He should be returning to his proper position on the throne shortly. The rights of succession are upon us. When the time comes, we will once again be calling upon your services. You are dismissed. I was like, I'm a far higher level than you, Trion and Piège.
that's right. Actually, he's
Piège.
probably the same level as me.
What has become of our younger sister?
She has shut herself up in our mother's garden.
She must realize that what we are doing is for the good of the kingdom.
Trio.
What is it that troubles you, Piège?
What if neither of us are worthy enough to draw forth Lightbringer?
Your petty worries and niggling prudence amuse me, brother. Fear not, as there are none more worthy than we. Except your sister. That's very strange, Dark Wolf. Who goes there? The F? An orc? Why would an orc be here? Hello, is anyone around?
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
The cadavers de Cornelius? I think this guy was you, I don't remember.
So, the orcs have made it this far. Not surprising, with the magical well being destroyed. This forces us to change our plans.
Why, you dirty scoundrel! Leave this place at once. You have no right being here.
I apologize, Your Highness. However, I ask a moment of your time to talk.
You wish to talk with me? Who are you? Ha!
Okay, I know who that dude
So
is.
where is Lady Satana? We will invite Lady Satana for the next one because they were working with us on this before.
Okay.
I like the chair.
Yeah, right?
Title is the Fanged One. I'd say if you haven't tried any of the new areas and such, it might be worth it for the story. Alright, we need to go see a gate guard here.
Alright.
Welcome back to the group. Like, I came back, I only did select parts of some of the previous expansions, not all of them. Like, I never completed any of them. Okay, travel to another home point. We are going to home point Southern Sandaria home point 1.
To our favorite friend.
Yes, so he's guessed it. We're going back to his favorite NPC. Where they are going to send us back to, and if you didn't guess Seto or Dorgil, then you're wrong. Playing on Odin. They're shutting down compatibility with PS2 and Xbox 360, Dark Wolf. not the servers. Alright, gonna talk to this dude. And
Alrighty.
we should be doing heir to the light.
Alright. A time of great change is upon us. In a matter of days, the rites of succession will be held at the cathedral in northern Sandoria. It is then that the new heir to the throne will be decided. Due to the unpredictable circumstances that took place at the princess's coming-of-age ceremony, this time only authorized personnel will be allowed near the proceedings. However, the royal family has requested your services as a guard. Even we royal knights have not been granted permission to attend. You must be held in high regard by His Highness. I envy you. When you have finished your preparations, proceed directly to the cathedral to report.
Accept the mission.
Off the record, which of the two princes do you think should be the next heir to the throne?
I'll say Trian, you say Piège.
Got it. Many think as you do, Lady Silly. However, what this country may need is someone who will not back down in the face of a threat. Someone who will stand up for the pride of this kingdom. But our opinion is of no matter. Lightbringer will decide who is the most suited to stand over our fine nation. I do not speak a word of today's exchange, for the Monarlay will have our heads if he finds out.
Why? Having an opinion is against the law?
Yeah, if you're Yakra the 13th, it is.
That's true. Alright, now I think, just gonna check here to be sure. Accepting the mission, zone into northern Sandoria for a very long cutscene.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to northern Sandoria.
Which one are you going to? Two?
2, yeah.
Okay.
Gotta love this music. There it goes. Is it loaded for you?
Yeah, just about. There's a lot of guards.
Gotta love the prelude, Final Fantasy prelude.
Yeah, right.
Or interlude? Prelude. I hereby declare the commencement of the rites of succession. The terms of the selection will coincide with those engraved on the recently discovered stone tablet of the Dragon King, Rampire. Light will befall the great Vana'diel only when the true heir of Doragil raises Lightbringer to the heavens. We shall now watch as the two princes attempt to draw forth the holy sword. Only then will it be known which is worthy to become our next king. Your Highness, have you any objections? I have none. Continue with the ceremony. Prince Trion, come forth. Wait.
Who goes there? Are you oblivious to the events that are transpiring here today? Is Fang also me?
Yeah.
I am completely aware. That is why I have come. Called upon. What has come over you? No.
No, that voice. You are none other than the rogue, Roshfagner.
I could care less of this play you perform for your own amusement. I have come for one reason and one reason only. To take Lightbringer.
You should be dead. What is the meaning of this?
Ha! If you refer to the assassins you sent to kill me, you may be able to find them at the bottom of the Barastor Sea. They are hidden identities only associated with me in erasing them, unnoticed from the face of Vanadiel, and that is how I was successful in crashing a little party. If you do not wish to see your lovely sister's head rolling on the floor, you had best hand over Lightbringer.
Why, you... As you wish, Roshfagna. On the count of 3, I will throw you the holy sword, and you shall let the princess go. 1, 2, 3!
A wise decision, Trion.
I need not your praise, but perhaps you may enlighten us. How do you plan to escape while surrounded by our royal guards?
Compared to what I've gone through to get this sword, escaping from this place will be child's play.
And what if the sword you hold is not the true Lightbringer?
What? Why you?
What? We had been expecting you all along. When your body did not turn up, we assumed that you were still out there, planning your next move. However, we did not expect that you would be posing as one of our own men.
Ugh.
Now it is time to come to end your life, and the darkness that lurks about it. Come forth, O Lightbringer!
Trion, no! Lady, now! We cannot let Lightbringer fall into the hands of those fiends.
What is going on here? Where is Lightbringer? Why? The sword was unsheathed, but the gates of paradise did not open. The gates of paradise?
Ha! You know nothing of what that sword can do. That sword is the evil weapon that destroyed my country. How do you know this? I know this only because it was I who drew Lightbringer and brought an end to my homeland.
It cannot be!
Now is not the time to explain. However, Trion, you now know why I must reseal the Holy Sword.
When I removed Lightbringer from its sheath, it felt as if I had all of Vanadiel in the palm of my hand. As if all of her life on this planet was useless.
Had your sister not thrown the Dream Rose pollen at you, you would have most certainly been consumed by the power of the sword. We must retrieve Lightbringer from the grasp of the orcs, then return it to a proper resting place in King Brownpair's tomb. If we do not, another country may vanish from the face of Vanadiel.
Roshafagna? The Lightbringer is not a bringer of light, but a bringer of darkness? Trion! Trion! Did you not hear Roshafagna? We must send our knights immediately! Trion, get a hold of yourself! Rahal, ready the royal knights to track down these orcs! Karina, double the patrols of the temple knights in the city. As for the rest of you, let us retreat into the castle and plan our next move. Dismissed. As for you, Shamond, I have a few questions. I knew he was evil.
He's Yakra.
Okay, so it says after accepting the mission, they need the cutscene zone in the Chateau d'Orgil. Okay, Um, CJ, the FF7 remake will probably make it to both PC and and Xbox One. At the trailer, it said play it first on PS4, and then since then they've said that they have plans to release it otherwise. There we go. I see you have all arrived. Now, all we have to wait for is Clady. Ah, how is he? How is Vashafagna? He is still unconscious. While the blow missed his vital organs, he has still sustained a great deal of damage. The doctors have told me that all we can do is watch and play. I see. Then we must wait until we may ask any more questions. However, I have just learned that the role of Lightbringer and the rights of succession was conceived by the Pabst himself. He lied to us about the true inscription on the stone tablet. The true inscription speaks of how the sword must be protected at all times and must never be drawn.
Why would the Paps fabricate such untruths?
The Pabst came to believe that the Lightbringer was the key to the gates of paradise. It seems as if the Archduke of Juno's brother, Ildenark, led him to believe this. Because the sword can only be drawn by a member of the royal family, His Holiness conceived the rights of succession. So the ceremony was a farce?
It cannot be true.
We shall never know the full extent of the Pap's ambitions, but just like us, he was lured to the awesome power that Lightbringer harbors in his blade. Then, what is Lightbringer? Right now, all we can believe in is what Rashfagna has told us.
Lightbringer is the weapon that laid waste to Tavnasia?
Whatever the case, we cannot afford to let the Beastmen attempt to use it, even if it takes the dispatch of every last soldier in Sandoria. Father, let me take command of the army. Trial? I am to blame for the loss of Lightbringer. The responsibility of retrieving it lies within me. I was the one who ignored Clady's pleas to attempt negotiations with Rashafagna. If it were not for my foolish pride, none of this would have ever been brought upon Sandoria. Father, allow me the chance to redeem myself. Curb your conceit, Treon. Father? Treon, you are simply dancing on the stage of destiny. It is time for you to come down and face reality. Father, I will command the army. Treon, you will stand on the front lines and show the knights the true honor and valor of the Duargil family. Puge, you will maintain the supply routes, providing the constant support to the front line and your brother. Clady, you will tend to Rashafagna, as well as watch over him. He has yet to win my trust. Mearo'd, after this display, you must think the royal family pitiful. However, I have one last request of you. I wish you to stand on the front lines with Triol. And finally, we must not forget that we must be faithful to the citizens of this kingdom. We stand on the foundation they built, but we must not lose their trust. You can voice him.
Your Highness, one of our scouts has returned. The orcs carrying Lightbringer have been spotted entering the Cuba arena.
Good work! Tell the scout to rest from his journeys. I order all our soldiers to Fei Yen and tell them that the fate of Sandoria rides on their bravery. There we go.
Man, it's a good thing they went into Cuba arena, into this tiny place where we can just corner them and battle it out.
Yeah. Thank you, Dark Wolf. I look forward to seeing you on Sundays. Codiddy, I'm so looking forward to an HD remaster of FF12. Unfortunately, it probably won't be there by the time I get to it in the series for my stream. That was a pretty cool cutscene.
Yeah.
To Kubai! Bayan it is.
Some people say to fix the problem I'm having with my DS, I might have to try to open up the back and remove the battery and put it back or something. I don't know.
I don't know
Willing
what
to try
tell you.
anything to fix it. Oh well. It's not too hard to do that. You just have to unscrew it a little bit. So we're going to
1.1 and Feyen.
Right.
What I recommend you do is, if you can't get it working, buy a new 3DS XL with capture card, send it to me, and I'll send you my 3DS.
See, the problem is that I'm worried about is like, is all my data saved on my SD card?
Should be, and maybe.
Okay, so that
Oh,
way I won't
cutscene.
like, lose my saves and things like that. Oh,
This guy was you.
Your Highness, the orcs have formed a stronghold in the Cuba arena, and their leaders have gathered there.
Understood. You may step down. It looks as though this conflict is to be decided in the arena. Noble Knights of Sandoria, if you fear for your lives, you are free to return to your families. However, unless the orcs are defeated here today, you may not have a home to return to. Those who wish to stay, entrust your lives to me, and I will not let you, your families, nor our fine kingdom down. Let us take back what the beasts have wrongfully stolen from us. Let us bring victory to the Sandorian people. Here are your orders. Rahal, Karilla, have your knights surround the arena. Allow not a single orc to escape.
Understood, Your Highness.
We will not let the kingdom down.
What of your knights, brother?
My company will enter the arena and attempt to locate the central command.
Prince Trion, that would be suicide. Assign the task to my knights.
Do not be ridiculous, Rahal. I have a duty to my kingdom and the countless lives that reside within it. And even if I am to fall in battle, Puge will be there to replace me.
Prince Trion.
Knights, take your position. The time for judgment is upon us. And may victory taste as sweet as the Rolandberry 813 we shall drink when we return home.
Huh. That's funny.
Prince Trion? Karilla? There still matters between us that are yet to be settled. I expect your prompt and safe return. As I expect yours. Sir! What's going on there?
They want to take
Are they
off their
banging?
white Power Ranger armor and do things. My brother.
Be silent, Puge, for I know of which you wish to say. Support the front line and take care of the Sandoria when that time comes.
Do not be foolish. I have already seen the light. The light of victory will shine down upon you.
Your words have given me strength, Puge. I thank you.
It is the least I can do for my noble brother.
Cast shell on him. Oh, nice.
I will be waiting here for your return.
Take care, Puge.
Now, what's our job?
Oh, we just get to go punch things. That's all we gotta do.
Just gather 25 Beastman crusts, turn them into Puge. Ah, Elizin. I keep thinking about wanting to play Elizin maybe, but I don't know.
Alright. So.
How do I click it? Oh, it's
I
the
haven't
latest
run-
is here.
I haven't run over to it yet. So we have two-part fight.
Okay.
First is with a war machine, a bunch of orcs, a lot of orcs, and then part two, Prince Trion comes in and we gotta fight 3 orcs at once.
Okay. Guess when we get there, we'll assess which thing we want to attack first or something.
Yeah, we should kill the left hand first, things say.
Okay.
That's on the second part. So we'll see how this goes. Let's go on in. Heir to the light. Drunk Smurf.
Hey, seen him around.
I'll play this orc. Oh, looky! They get past our orders. Well, they got no past us. We eat them like wild rabbits. Wait! No knights will be with adventurers. We be tricked. It's a lot of fucking dudes. I no need to fight puny adventurers. You do what you like with them.
Ooh.
Alright, so I wanna summon Trust. We're gonna bring out Koromoru. I'm thinking we're gonna bring. You think we should bring another healer, or do you and Lady Satana can do that?
One should be okay. I mean, we're level 95, so I can't imagine this is too hard.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too bad. Maybe.
I'll go see if I can get close enough to tell how hard they are. Okay. It says... Oh, I can't gauge their strength. It's impossible to gauge it.
Okay, so what do you want to kill? The War Machine first, or some of these weak little arcs?
I don't know. Probably the War Machine, although it might have a lot of health. I don't know.
War Machine first?
Sure.
Okay.
Here they come. Dun 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 dun. Oh, the cockblock me. Couldn't get there.
Ah, they have me dogpiled.
I want to do something really reckless. Just hit all of them.
Well, they're missing me a lot, so they should miss you a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so. I just hit all of them too.
Nice.
This one has 3 hit points left, or 3%.
Excellent. Quick, kill it. We might get the special. Go.
Not 1,191. Get packed, orcs. Ah, you kill my men! Me understand, estimate power of puny adventurers. Now it be time for you to die. Cease foul vermin. Another? Good, more meat for dinner. So we can't let him die.
Cyan's music plays like.
It is time for me to put an end to this. I am Trion, true heir to the throne of Sandaria. Tremble at the roar of this mighty lion. Alright, so we gotta kill the left hand first, it says.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like they're like the healer or something.
He's a black mage.
Oh, even worse.
Oh, well, he's gonna die fucking quick.
I need more TP.
I guess we'll kill the right hand next.
Sure.
Lady Satana's already beating on the right hand. Alright, Celia, we're gonna attack this big guy here.
Okay.
If you can, open up a skill chain.
I in a few seconds. It might be dead before I think, but we'll see. It's gonna be close. 5 seconds. 1 second. Okay, I'll open it now.
Oh, it did 0 damage. Oh, he's got a buff up. That's lame. Oh well.
Defeated.
Between your spin attack, or between your AoE and my spin attack, we kicked the crap out of that thing.
Yeah.
That sword! We orcs hate that sword! It gives us great pain. We don't want pain. We try to destroy sword. Seal sword! You seal sword. Maybe we orcs can forget hate. Maybe someday we live to get.
Wow.
Perhaps their hate is simply derived from the fact that they were born into this world we call Vanadil.
What?
Prince Trion, we have been praying for your safety. We did not know what would become of you when you entered the battlefield.
We attempted to follow after you, but some sort of barrier prevented us from entering the burning circle.
I apologize for the worry I may have caused by some of my sudden actions. However, Mearo'd and I were successful in defeating the vile orcs and retrieving Lightbringer. I would like to thank you, Mearo'd.
Trion.
I have returned, Piyush. I believe it was your magic of protection that shielded me against the relentless attacks of the beasts. Maybe the Black Mage.
Ha! It is not like you to thank your younger brother, Trion. But as this is no place to ponder over such things, we must hurry back to the rendezvous point where Rahal and Karila are waiting.
You are right, Piyush. The time has come for us, for all of us, to return victorious to our homeland. Mearo'd, I will be awaiting your arrival at the Chateau d'Orgil. Yeah, 5 minutes, 43 seconds. Not too bad.
Damn, we were so close.
Alright. Items. Warp ring. We're going back to Chateau d'Orgil.
Man, we could have had a realm record.
Maybe one day. But I will see you in Chateau d'Orgil. Back to
Aeolian Edge.
Gardens.
That's my AoE ability.
I use Howling Fist, and Spinning Attack is my AoE. .2 Northern Sandoria. I'll wait for your Northern Sandoria so that we're gonna load it relatively at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna end this video after we're done this quest,
Okay.
because for the next hour, the last hour, we're gonna go do something that I have been looking forward to. Oh, we're cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Lots of different armor types that they wear. That's kind of cool.
Alright.
Hello, DB Enzo. Sorry I didn't greet you earlier. We were in the middle of the fight there. Alright, Silly, you ready to run in?
Yeah.
I don't recall. Oh, doing some of the stuff that we're going to be doing here next. There's Silly. But I don't want to say it because Silly's not allowed to know until we actually start. I have heard of your valiant efforts from my son. It would not be an understatement to say that your repeated bravery has helped maintain peace throughout the kingdom. As for Lightbringer, as long as Roshafagna remains unconscious...
Your Highness.
Ah! Roshafagna, Clady has kept me informed on your condition. How are you feeling?
I am in debt to your fine daughter for all she has done for me.
Destiny, you gonna let him call your daughter fine?
Your Highness, allow me to apologize for all the trouble I have caused you and your kingdom.
You do so much resemble your sister. Forgive me. We all thought you had perished during the Great War. If I had only known you were the true Roshafagna, we might have been able to prevent the loss of so many lives.
Your Highness.
You may rise, Roshafagna. As much as I would like to reminisce of times past, I first wish to know of Lightbringer.
Certainly. Long ago, the Dragon King, Ranpir, entrusted the Tavnasian Marquisit with the duty of protecting Lightbringer. All members of the royal family learn of this duty during their coming-of-age ceremony.
So our mother knew as well?
Yes, my sister knew of Lightbringer. She also knew that the pollen of the Dream Rose had the ability to temporarily neutralize the power of the blade.
So the pollen I threw. My mother left it in her will for such circumstances.
However, while we knew of our duty, none in Tavnasia knew the true power of an unsheathed Lightbringer. We were simply told to never draw the mighty blade. But when Beastman forces made their way to our castle gates, on that fateful day, when the Beastmen had taken the city, my family made an attempt to escape to Sandoria. However, being young and proud, I could not stand and watch as my country was engulfed in the flames of war. I seized Lightbringer from my father and headed back to the castle. I never even made it to the city gates. The orcs surrounded me, and that is when I drew Lightbringer from its sheath. And the moment I did, I was engulfed in a brilliant light. I felt as if I were almighty, as if I were a god. How long I stood there, I do not remember. But when I came to, I was lying on a beach, and Lightbringer was nowhere to be found. The man who rescued me from the sea told me how a great explosion had devastated Tavnasia, sending it deep underwater. He said that people assumed the calamity was caused by an orc weapon that had self-destructed, but due to the lack of evidence, no one would ever know. The shock of the explosion had caused me to lose my memory, and for years after that day I believed the man's tale of the orc's secret weapon. But one day, like a flash of light, the memory of what I had done came back to me. Because I had drawn the blade, not only my family, but thousands upon thousands of innocent lives were lost. from that day forth, I made a pledge to myself that I would never rest until I had found Lightbringer and returned her to her proper place. Only then would I be worthy to die and retreat to the hell that I deserve.
Truly unbelievable.
I see. So Sandoria's plan to lure the Beastman forces to Tabnasia worked because they were drawn to Lightbringer. But why were you able to survive the explosion? While running back to the city, I came across a patch of beautiful dream roses and remembered my sister. I do not know why, but I picked one and put it in my breast pocket. I feel that is what might have saved me.
However, the legend of Rapier tells of how the Dragon King used Lightbringer to bring peace to Sandoria. How could such an instrument bring so much evil?
That I do not know, though I feel that perhaps Lightbringer was not meant for us. We should return it to the late king and let him decide its fate.
I agree. And I had the perfect citizen to help carry out the task. Mearo'd, you are well versed in the layout of King Rampier's tomb. I ask you travel there in advance and rid the area of any evil that could endanger the task at hand. I have a feeling that the orcs may pay us another unexpected visit. Alright, so silly, now we gotta head to King Rampier's tomb.
I've never been there before. How do we get there?
Vietnam.
We go to Vietnam.
Vietnam.
My cat is literally just sitting on the edge of my bed looking out the window. I've never seen him sit in that spot before.
He's like, it's the ideal perch.
Yeah, he realized he doesn't have to sit on that wood block anymore.
This is much softer. Alright, go to home point 1 for Northern Sandoria. We are going to King Rampier's tomb in, I think, Zulkheim or Ronfor. Probably Ronfor.
I think it is El Shimolo.
Ronfor, yeah. El Shimolo.
That's where all the cool things are.
So rude. Alright, I'll wait for you to spawn and so I can see you. That way you can give me Chocobo Jig.
Yeah. When were you gonna reset?
After this quest.
Oh, okay.
Do you need to take a short break?
No.
Okay. I just need to stretch my knee. It is
I'll
hurting
probably
for
use
some reason.
that time to unscrew the back of my DS and pull the battery out and see if that fixes my problem. If not, I don't know. I might have to get another DS.
Maybe. What kind of DS do you have?
I think I have an XL. I don't know. I might not, though.
If you get a new DS, you may as well just get the new 3DS.
Yeah. Or a 2DS, just because who wants a 3DS anymore? No one plays with the 3D setting on.
I do.
I turn it on occasionally, and then I get sick and I turn it off again.
I don't get sick. I turn it on for some games. Like, I play Tales of the Abyss with it.
It just hurts my eyes after a while because I can't get it to be the way I want. Exactly. Get out of my way, Goblin Weaver.
The memories of this place. Fighting the mouse bats, finding out that the game considers them birds.
Ah, yes.
Episode 4 of my stream. Bats aren't birds. Fucking birds.
Maybe they are now.
And then, we're going into that lab part deep in the tomb and fighting that Gigas bat or whatever, and it just killed us.
Killed us instantly.
400 damage. Like, well, that... Alright.
That seemed painful.
Going up the stairs. Wait, hang on.
I'm ahead of him. He can't catch up to me now.
So rude.
Defeated. Darkulan defeated.
For
I
now.
don't think he has Chocobo Jig. He's fucked now.
He'll catch up eventually, and then he'll bite your leg.
That's who we should have brought to the Taru fight instead of Shintoto Darkulan.
I'm checking the thing here to make sure we're going to the right area. Go to the door at H8. Okay, I think I know where we're going. Making us run to northern Sandaria. How rude.
Seriously, how wooed.
How would?
How wooed. You got it, dude. Is this like the same place with the door and we have to like spawn a mob and kill it because apparently it's dangerous?
I'm assuming we don't have to spawn the mob again, but maybe.
Yeah, what? I love how we're like sprinting and Darkulan is just walking because he's really big and he doesn't have to run to catch up to us. Just leisurely walking. Always has 2 feet on the ground at once.
Yeah.
Easily. Just a nice stroll. No, I don't. No!
Were you overtaken?
Yeah.
Ah!
Passing him though. I'm gonna pass him. It's gonna happen. I'll figure a way out to do it. Oh, he took bad pathing. Might be able to pull it off if I just cut this corner. Yeah, second place. Toad's in second place.
Darkulan.
Oh no, he's catching up. No! He just rubber banded in front of me on purpose because he wanted to be ahead of me. He just like went through my body.
So he's racing an NPC.
Click it. Clicked it.
There you go.
Nice. We did it. I feel like we've been here before.
Mm.
It's him.
You can play the king, Rampierre. It cannot be.
It is I, Ranper. I am pleased to see my noble family gathered here before me.
Oh, mighty Dragon King, may you grace this blade with your protection.
Lightbringer. This blade has the ability to absorb energy from its surrounding environment and transform it into a force more powerful than any other. That power allowed me to tame the beast that wreaked havoc in our fair kingdom. However, I knew that in the wrong hands, Lightbringer could bring great harm to Vana'diel. That is why I called upon the Marquisate to guard and protect it. This blade may be the key that unlocks the mystery of the origins of all beings on Vana'diel. Unfortunately, its power has caused too much anguish. I will protect Lightbringer with what little power I have left, and pray that it never again falls into the hands of those who would abuse its power. Now, the fate of Sandoria lies in your hands. If the calamity caused by Lightbringer has made you realize this, then there may still be hope. Thought he was gonna swallow it. The ephemeral flames that light Sandoria must not be allowed to vanish from the kingdom. May these words remain with you always.
Lightbringer has been returned to its proper resting place, and the evil that accompanied it cannot or has been quenched. Alright. From here we got to you can view two cutscenes by checking okay. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Chateau d'Orgueil.
Where the hell's that?
Items, warp ring. Sandoria, Northern Sandoria, point 2. This is the Sandy quest line, yes. I'll meet you in Chateau d'Orgueil. First, we're gonna go to Trion's door.
Who the hell is Trion?
Your mother's ex-lover.
Oh, interesting. Here.
Alright. Mearo'd, you have my gratitude for saving my life in the Cubai arena. The Royal Knights have driven the orcs into a corner. Our conflict with the fiends shall soon be resolved. As much as I wish to stand on the front line with my fellow soldiers, I have many new responsibilities to face here in the chateau. I may once again require your services. Until then, may the goddess shine her glory upon you in your travels. Excellent. Now to Prince
What he's
Peter's
saying
room.
is he wants to relax and chill. So he's gonna make me do what he wants to do. Gather 5 bare bottoms outside of the town.
Alright, Prince Peter's, what does Peter's have to say?
He says, I have heard from my brother of your bravery in Fei Yin. Your success on the battlefield never ceases to amaze me. There is much I could learn from you.
That's it? Oh, well, fine,
Just
heck you,
add a
buddy.
few words. I mean, the only spell he has is shells, as far as we know, so...
Let's talk to Halver.
Do you mean Alviel?
Albert. Let's take his time.
Oh, Suri, we have been waiting for your arrival. His Highness is about to give an address. Please take your position.
I know that your body still ache from our recent encounter with the orcs. However, I require your utmost attention, for I have an important announcement. I have decided that it is in the best interest of the kingdom to prolong the rights of succession indefinitely. My son still has much of a learning of a ruling kingdom. Furthermore, when the time has come for me to step down, if I find my sons inadequate, I will not hesitate in selecting an heir from outside the Odoragil family. It is not only the royal family, but others like Mearo'd who have silently supported Sandoria for the past 20 years. Not silly. Perhaps it is an adventuress such as she that would be best suited for the throne.
I was gonna say new life goal: become the king of Sandoria.
The arrogance of the Elven has held back this country for too long. From today forth, we shall recognize our fellow races and join hands with them to form a stronger, better kingdom. Mearo'd, I am aware of the hardships you have faced at the request of your country. However, you must realize that without your undying loyalty to the kingdom, we would never have been able to realize our erring ways. While simple items cannot express the gratitude that the kingdom owes you, I hope you will accept the Sandorian flag with my blessing. Rank 10!
We did it! We beat the game. What are we playing next?
Hamburgers. We can hold our heads high knowing that there are adventurers such as Mearo'd willing to risk their lives for the good of the kingdom. Now it is time for the citizens of Sandoria to do their part. Take Silly to the dungeons. Sandorian flag and 100,000 gil. What does the Sandorian flag do?
Let's find out.
That's a furnishing. Alright.
Nice. In our houses.
Alright, Silly.
Yeah.
One more thing we gotta do before we are done.
Okay.
Actually, there might be two more things.
Okay. Shouldn't be a problem.
No.
Regardless, because of other situations. But we'll see. It's time to play Trickster.
Actually, apparently there are two additional cutscenes in King Trion or Prince Trion and Puge's room.
Wanna go do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go see those. They're all included as part of these.
I gotta go back in.
Alright, so in the timeline of things, CJ, what occurs first? Change of Hermanthia or Rise of Zilart? I think Zilart's first and Change is second.
I think so.
Alright, I'm outside Puge's room.
Oh, you piece of shit. You never go to Peach's room first.
Alright, we'll go to Trion's room.
No, I went to follow you.
No, I'm
Oh,
at
sorry,
Trion's
Brian.
room.
Yeah, okay. I'll be there in a second.
Okay. As my father stated, you are more than suited than I to rule over our kingdom. However, whether or not I ever stand at the pinnacle of Sandoria is not important. This situation with Rushfagner, Lightbringer, and the Orcs has taught me much of what I lack as a leader. Far too often have I relied on your bravery and loyalty. If it were not for your gallant actions, I would surely perish in the Northlands. If your journeys ever bring you back to Sandoria, you will always be welcome, not as an adventurer, but as a friend.
Okay, here's what I don't understand on our way to Puge's office. Is they're like, maybe Mearo'd should be the king. Or the leader of Sandoria. But we know nothing about administration. All we do is go kill things and retrieve items.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that the change of Hermanthia land, but story-wise, I think Zilart's first, right?
Clicked on it. I applaud you on the completion of this mission, as well as apologize for constantly weighing your adventures down with new responsibilities. However, your accomplishments have been and will be crucial for the prosperity of the kingdom. I can sense that your love for Sandoria is great. Not lending our ears to the thoughts and opinions of others, only thinking that we are correct. However, I now realize that this is the sin we Elven are guilty of. That is why I ask you to guide us. If you feel there is an error in our ways, do not hesitate to inform us. I will use your words to shape this country into a land that you, or your children, or your children's children will not be ashamed of, but no one after that.
Okay. So from here, silly, we're now going to be heading to the cathedral.
Asshole. We're gonna confront Yakor the 13th.
Yes.
Nice. Remember, he does that like AoE like spinny screw thing where he shoots them from the sky. We gotta be prepared to cure after that.
He also slams around the room a bit.
That's true. It's too bad we can't have Frog as a trust.
Oh, we should be able to get a job as a trust. That would be amazing. Yeah, we'll do them in the order that that it works in.
Alright, to the Papal Chambers. Oh, I'm here. Silly. I see you have the same doubts as I. But we would like to see the Paps in private.
Your Highness, I have been given strict orders to not allow anyone near His Holiness without the accompaniment of a temple knight.
I understand your orders. It was I who gave them. Now step aside. I will take all responsibility for any actions taken by the Paps.
Yes, Your Highness.
When do I get to come in? Your Holiness.
Prince Pius.
May I ask you one question? Why did you have my brother draw Lightbringer and open the gates of paradise?
The gates of paradise. When the war came to a close and I saw with my own eyes what was left of Tavnesia, I was convinced the only way to save the world was by finding and opening those gates.
But what exactly are the gates of paradise?
I searched hundreds of works of literature. However, the true meaning of the gates of paradise remained a mystery. I was about to abandon my search when one day, the Archduke of Geno's younger brother visited me here in this cathedral. It was then that he told me how Lightbringer was the key to opening the gates.
Lord Ildnarsh?
But if it was not true, what would he say? Why would he say such a thing? To think that Lightbringer could cause so much pain and suffering. Now that I have finally realized that the true gates of paradise lie not in some fantasy world, but here in our hearts, in Kingdom Hearts. And perhaps it is time that I unlock these gates of mine.
Paradise lies within our hearts.
While my soul is still heavy with the sins I have committed against this great kingdom, His Highness has granted me amnesty. From this day forth until the day I stand before the goddess for our judgment, I will concentrate my prayers on bringing hope to all those in Venediel.
I will believe your words, but from this day forth, I wish to take my own path to paradise. I pray that both our dreams be fulfilled.
Excellent. Alright, and one other thing
Oh my god,
for
my
us to-
screen. It's like doing that bouncy thing.
Indeed. Final thing we have to do is we have to run down to southern Sandoria. Video's ending up being a lot longer than I intended it to be. That's alright though. Alright. Southern Sandoria. It's been a while since we ran through this gate to get to Southern Sandoria.
I don't think I've ever done that. Just kidding. I must have.
No, we just went around to West Ronfer and then down to the other gate.
Probably. Because I don't remember really going this way.
Roshafagna, where have you gone? Roshafagna! Sandoria needs you! Your shell effect wears off.
She could try running.
You there, have you seen Roshafagna?
I'll apologize, Your Highness. I have not seen the man you seek.
Where could he have gone? His wounds are still fresh, he requires more rest. Little does she know Roshafagna's under that tent, dead.
Eating pizza. Oh, he's going to talk to our favorite house guard. He wants to pick up the next quest. Lot, my sister, if you could only be here today, how proud you would be of your children. May you rest in peace knowing that. Now, I must be on my way. I have no right to remain here in your kingdom. Ah, silly. I may be leaving Sandoria, but this is not the end of my travels. No, it is just the beginning. The same is true for you, is it not? I have a feeling our paths may cross again one day. May we pray that when that day comes, Sandoria will have regained the luster that it once had. Why is Rodoran going to go with him?
Yeah, he's weird. One day, far in the future, historians will look back on this moment as the end of a chapter in Sandorian history. A chapter filled with blood, deceit, and chaos. However, those historians will never know that the tale they describe would never have transpired were it not for the deeds of one brave adventurer. It is often said that the greatest heroes are the ones who will remain unknown. I mean, they didn't even bother writing in their history books that Mearo'd did shit? Like, that's
You
right.
mean I don't get to become the queen?
But who knows what the future holds for Mearo'd? But not Silly. Silly dies. Perhaps the pages of the next chapter will be graced with her name. But that is another story. But that's just the
Final
theory.
Fantasy 11-2.
But what can be said is this. Even if one day Vana'diel were to vanish from the universe as we know it, the trials you endured in Sandoria, the pain, the anger, the tears, and the laughter, those memories will forever remain in your heart and never fade. Plus, I have them recorded and have them on YouTube.
That's right. But if one day YouTube, as we know it, shall cease to exist in this world, or one day, if Twitch, as we know it, should cease to exist in this world, and but one day, if Bowie, as we know it,
Until the end.
take a screenshot of this.
The white screen. The end of time.
Take
Then my
a
game
screenshot.
shuts down and it won't let me log back in.
Blue screen. Like,
Alright, I'm gonna... I don't know if there's any point of resetting it for 18 minutes. What do you think?
this is what I think.
Ah, yes.
Probably not, I guess.
The jubbling. Frog power! Alright, so let me get my page up here. We are at least going to start what I wanted to do. Alright. We need to go to Norg. Powers of misdirection. Where the hell are we? Oh, Southern Sandaria.
Mearo'd.
Ah, yes.
I think maybe this week I'll catch up on Bleach again.
I should do that as well. I'm like 60 chapters behind now.
I was thinking about playing Bard, leveling Bard, but it seems really hard because they don't really have a lot of attacks. They just spend most of their time buffing their allies.
I'm not entirely sure how it works, but we have the trust system too, so you just need to
I was
rely on
thinking I
them.
would just rely on them a little more, which is okay. Honey Nut Cheerio.
Alright, so
So
we
we're
are
going
going
to
to travel
Norg?
to Norg, and that's in El Shimolo.
Yes, the place where all the cool people are.
I don't think it matters, so we'll just go to 1. We're supposed to
Yeah,
get a
it's
cutscene
later.
upon entering here, but
Let's find out.
yeah, we probably already have the
More
cutscene.
Dynamis.
Ah, no, we'll save some Dynamis possibly for next week.
I didn't get a cutscene.
No, okay, we've probably already received the cutscene before.
Probably.
So we're gonna go to the Oaken Door.
Ah, okay.
That guy's name is Kappa Bread. I don't know what this Kappa shit is. It's kind of annoying. So many trapdoors in this floor.
Just gonna walk right over it.
Alright, so we're gonna click on this Oaken Door. Oops, I already clicked it. Let me know when you get the dialogue for it.
Who do I play? Do I play Gilgamesh?
You're Gilgamesh, Zeed, and I'm the other guy.
Oh my. Zed here has told me about how you resolved our little problem.
It concerns me that Araha wasn't the only one who came from the future.
Perhaps she would be able to answer some of our questions.
If she were still here. This isn't the quest I wanted to do.
But Aldo may have found us someone who can help anyway, isn't that right?
I've managed to find someone familiar with Resenjima Sanctorium. Miro, have you made the acquaintance of one known as Tenzin? I see. Then I scarce need to remind you that he is a warrior hailing from the Far East. Some time ago, he appeared in Juneau to appeal for aid to the Duke Vicarius. Something about an emptiness threatening to consume his homeland.
This emptiness thing of his surely must have some connection to the future Aroha was on about. Indeed. Remember, silly, that Siren mentioned a future without time? But back to this Tenzin. Where is he?
He journeys through the Middle Lands, but I cannot tell you anymore. I'm having my men put out feelers.
Good work, Aldo. See what you can find out. Even if we succeed in finding him, silly, we can't be sure he'll have any answers. But we won't know until we find him.
Oh, we're already able to do that.
In the interim, I will keep learning what I can about our imposter Zeta. Here's a bit of trifle from Juno. May it help you find answers. Answers we now need more than ever.
Yeah, let's click that again. Oh, okay, there you go. We finished that. Oak door. So we're gonna click the oaken door again.
Okay. Hey, Cypher.
Excellent. Gilgamesh, I'm afraid the rumors are true. Another rift has split the ground at Mearo'd Coast in twain.
Then it's the same deal as with Mearo'd. This place, the lot of you keep referring to it as Esha. Damned ambassador of the void. He better not show his face round here in Norg, or it's right to Davy Jones' locker with him. Oh ho! If it isn't silly, our friend from the Far East has stopped to pay his regards.
I am Tenzin, a humble warrior with roots planted firmly in the Far East. May our meeting bear fruit. I shall be brief. Word reached me that a priestess from Risenjima's Sanctorium had cause to step foot here in the Middle Lands, and I came to pay my respects. Yet I arrive here only to find that she has gone missing.
Silly, I suppose you haven't bumped into Iroha.
Iroha, a magnificent name, and I trust it with a character to match.
You happen to know anything about her? Cause she sure threw the lot of us for quite the loop.
I have extensively questioned those at Risenjima's Sanctorium, but to a man they shook their heads at each inquiry. Of course, if your story is true and she has not yet been born, then such a conclusion is foregone. Lady Mira, permit me to examine the orb she bequeathed unto you. Intriguing. Yes, it bears the mark of Risenjima's Sanctorium. What in the blazes?
Calm yourself, Aldo. She's with our guest. Mearo'd 2.
You can voice Kagero.
This orb connects the bearer with a higher power. Mayhap it will display its true form only to those who open up their hearts to it.
Delkfoot's Tower. Ah, you look confused. My companion is intimately connected with the outlying isle that Risenjima Sanctorium calls home. Our assertion that the orb is authentic is proof enough. As such, I am inclined to believe that this Iroha story about being from the future.
I gotta admit, when I saw the little lady flopping about on that rickety vessel, I wondered if the brine had clogged up that skull of hers. But then we learned she wasn't the only one from the future.
Then where were the others? None in the Far East bear any ill will towards the priest of Risenjima Sanctorium, and only the purest chosen by the Emperor are allowed to alight on the isle housing Risenjima Sanctorium, for it was created by the gods themselves. And who would lift a blade in anger against such souls are unworthy of being called human?
That it should not surprise you that our foe isn't human at all. Darkness is at his beck and call, and he can create entire worlds devoid of all color.
I see. Then it must meet with Lady Aurora and find the sinister force that came after her.
Where should I begin my search?
I saw a woman just now.
Ah, so the orb showed you a vision.
And it implored you to return to Delkfoot's Tower.
Then we've got all the clues we need.
I shall report back with anything I'm able to find. This is not the cutscene I wanted either.
Silly. I think it best if you cast your lot with Tenzin. Maybe he'll be able to figure out how to save the future when he gets to meet with Iroha. That's what my gut's telling me anyway, and a pirate's intuition is never wrong.
Okay. Click the open
Once
door again.
more.
Once more with feeling.
Alright. Open the door?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright. Arg, welcome to Norg. I'm Gilgamesh, the leader of these scallywags. Me daughter's filled me in on your tale. Lion's his daughter. No?
Yep.
I've had me suspicions about Juno for years. That's why I had Lion investigating these past months. But blimey, I had no idea that the Archduke and his wee brother was Zilart. That ancient civilization perished so long ago there'd be no record of it. And who be these 5 warriors of the crystal?
If they really are the warriors the legend speaks of, does this mean the Bane the song sings of is us? We will cause the blood of innocents to soak the earth. We will cause the world to fall into fear and despair. So we are the plague of the warriors of the crystal have come to cure?
I don't know nothing about no crystal warriors or ancient legends, but I do know I'm not gonna sit around waiting for these Zilart to take over the world. Cleanse the world, beginning of the end, that'd be a lot of fancy talk. But let's see them say that in front of yours truly. I'm not running away from no fight.
But how can we stop Kamlina's plan?
We're setting out for the Temple of Uglape.
The Temple of Uglape? While not as ancient as Fei Yin, I do know some of the old ruins in the Temple of Uglape, beyond the Atanga jungle. Years ago, I journeyed there. Oh, okay, this is actually you. Ha!
Years ago, I journeyed there, thinking some booty had to be hidden in a place so ancient. That is where I met up with this strange old woman.
Ah, the ancient spirits still in slumber? Come again when the minions awake.
Arrgh. And then she vanished into thin air. I didn't know what to make of it then, but I never thought it would be something big like this. I'm sure that old lady must know what's going on, silly. I want you to travel to the Temple of Ugapa and find her. And before you go, stop by and see the chieftainess in Kazam. If you tell her I sent you, she may be of some help. No one's gonna believe such a crazy story. We're gonna have to work by ourselves on this one.
I believe... Aldo, how long has it been? What brings you all the way out here? Lion, Gilgamesh, it's Verena. She's disappeared. But why would she go anywhere now? I have a bad feeling about this. I hear that a lot, CJ.
It may have something to do with Camelot's plan.
I'll help you look for her, Aldo. If anything happened to Verena...
No, Lion, I have another job for you.
What? Lion, I appreciate your words, but let me gather some information about Juno first. Just knowing that Camelina is up to no good is a start. If I find out anything new, you will be the first to know.
He's weird. He has like a black maw as a mouth.
Okay.
That was the one you wanted.
That was the one I wanted, yes. So before we're done today, we're gonna go talk to the head of Kazam, the chieftainess of Kazam.
Okay, is it a goblin? Oh, that's Kazam.
Yeah, no, it's...
Kazan.
Yeah, we're going to Kazam, where we talk to the chieftainess. But yeah, I hear a lot of people hate the Temple of Uglape.
You must go to the castle.
Should be able to just use the crystal, I think. There should be a home point there, I think.
Yeah, there is. For sure. I used it to get there when I had to do my evisceration quest.
It's in El Shimolo? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Silly, for next week, you have one last bit of homework to do, and that's get level 99.
Okay.
Actually, you don't have to get level 99. There's no real pressing matter for it. If you do, cool. Okay. I love the music here. So she is located at J9, and we are currently at J9.
She must be. Oh no, is it seriously? It's her?
You get to voice her.
Okay. She is my evisceration teacher.
Amazing.
So, Gilgamesh is asking me to let you through to the Temple of Uglapet, is he? That old dog hasn't changed a bit. Have you ever heard of the tales of Uglapet? Do you know what you'll be getting yourself into? Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Here, take this key. It opens the door that leads to the deeper parts of the Dunbo. Have fun.
We have not been Daddlin yet, and we won't be going there anytime soon. Alright, so the next mission requires the Temple of Uglape. We will not be doing that yet.
That's my evisceration teacher.
So, with that said, everyone, thank you very much for viewing today. It was a lot of fun. CJ, I'll get my friend code to you in just a moment. That said, I will be back probably tomorrow for Final Fantasy IX. And next week we'll have more Final Fantasy XI. Unless Silly goes to PMX. Even then, maybe. That said, thank you very much for viewing, everyone. Mearo'd's going to give us a wave. No, we're not waving to that person. What? I just talked to that person by mistake.
Nice.
And they're not giving me a cutscene. Okay, so we're going to watch this cutscene first. What the? Unbelievable. What the hell are those mainlanders thinking? Hold on there. You're from the mainlands. You wouldn't happen to know a human named Angelica, would you? Of course I know an Angelica. Why not? Well, who the hell does she think she is? The other day she sent this letter to the chieftainess. You won't believe what it was about. Listen, I'll read it for you. Dear chieftainess, my name is Angelica, and I am best artist here in Winders. This may seem sudden, but I have a favor to ask. The other day, I heard an adventurer talking about her journey to the Temple of Uglape. She said that she came across a room that resembled an art gallery. The walls were covered with numerous frames, but in these frames there were no paintings. Ever since I picked up my first brush, I've dreamed of having my works put on display at a private exhibition. After hearing about this adventurous word, I feel this may be my chance. Chieftainess, you've got to let me display my works in the Temple of Ugelape's gallery. I'll even pay you, if that's what you want. This girl has got to be either crazy or stupid. I wonder if that adventurer actually told her what kind of place the temple really is. Bet she's silly.
Oh, I can't see the cutscene. Who did you talk to?
Ete Sula something.
Oh boy, okay. Well, I didn't think I was going to be in the cutscene.
Oh. So she says, you come over here if you're traveling in Windsors. I'd like you to deliver this letter to the human by the name of Angelica. I explained to her in detail about the dangers of Ugelape. Not that I expect her to listen.
Okay.
Actually, you're going to want to pick up this quest because I think we need it.
Okay. Dear Chieftainess. Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah.
You read all that already?
Yeah.
Okay. You, come over here. If you are traveling in Windhurst, I'd like you to deliver this letter to a human by the name of Angelica. I explained to her in detail about the dangers of Uglape. Not that I expect her to listen. Okay. I guess you already did that.
Okay, so, everyone, again, thank you very much. Sorry about that extra cutscene. It's over now. We will see you next week for more Final Fantasy XI, where we will be continuing the story into Rise of Zilart. Have a good one, guys. Thank you very much. It was good to see you and hang out with you again, Lady Satana. And before we go, we get one more. Double job.
I think I need a smaller screwdriver for this thing.
Alright, guys. Have a good one. See you later.